Next up, we have the Evil Tiga Ultra Act figure. Just like the Ultraman thing, it has a silhouette right there. You know, Ultra Act, I think it's a nice color, complements him, you know. Same thing right there, Ultraman Act or whatever. Ultra Act Evil Tiga, same thing. Picture of the figure. And then on the back, you know, a picture of his various poses, his different accessories, all that. And okay, we're going to open him up. Alright, here's the Ultra Act Evil Tiga. He overall looks great. His paint job's, I think his paint job's a lot nicer because it's a more solid color. The color doesn't really change up. It's a straight silver, so it's a lot shinier. His eyes are mainly, I'm not sure if you can totally see it. Let me try to click this light on, see if you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. His eyes, you know, is a see-through kind of, you know, material or whatever it's made out of. But it's really nice. Only bad thing on mine, he has some sort of like smudging on his eye. I have not been able to remove, but you can't totally tell unless I mention it. But his eyes are a lot nicer. You can see through those, and his light seems to be made a little bit better. Now, as for the rest of him, he has a lot same articulation as Tiga. I think he has better chest maneuverability because his chest plate or whatever isn't as large, and it's not as big in the back either, so it's not taking up back room. So he can move his chest a lot easier. Makes it so he can stand up a little straighter. He has the same amount of arm rotation as Tiga, same amount of head rotation, looking up and down, leg rotation, like that, same with the knees, and at the feet, and at the tip of the toes. So basically the same thing. But now when it comes to his flaws, like I said, he has about the same amount of good points as Tiga, and then for its bad points, are a little different. And now for that, I'd say he's a little too loose in my opinion. When I was posing him, his legs seemed to, you know, go out, like, you know, move a little too much. They seemed a little too loose. Like I didn't have to, you know, hold them two hands, you know, and move them. He just seems a lot looser. Maybe because he's a newer figure, he's newer to the line, and they've improved some stuff. But I don't know, I think they just made him a little too loose, and maybe just this one. You know, the head moves a lot better. I like that his head moves a lot better. That's nice right there, but that's not really a complaint right there. But arms, you know, they're about the same. But his hands, that's the main thing that I was talking about. His hands, the hands come off a lot easier. I can just kind of pull that off without any, you know, force. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, but it's bad because when you're trying to pose like one of his hands in a certain position, they tend to fall out a lot quicker and a lot easier, which makes it hard to, you know, put these guys in poses because you'll always have to, you know, pull a hand out or put one back in or something like that because they don't stay in as well. And that's really it. Like I said, his feet, since he's loose, when you try to pose him in some sort of stance, he'll tend to slide around, or the feet will tend to, you know, just come undone, and it'll just kind of slide like that over time. But other than that, still a very great figure, just like Tiga, and I'll show them together in a moment. First, I have to show you the accessories. Alright, as for his accessories, a little different from Tiga's, and I'll bring up one point that really kind of, you know, bothers me. Alright, same kind of set of hands. He's got, you know, the open hands, you know, for his, you know, dynamic posing. Only one set of, you know, chopping hands, his dark Zeppelin ray, his color timer, which is a little better colored. And now this is what really bothers me. Okay, Ultraman Tiga had the crappy looking bubble shield that was poorly made, and they gave Evil Tiga, you know, the little light and stuff that appears when he's, you know, charging his Zeppelin ray. I wish they gave both of them that, because it would look great in photos. It would just look great overall. Because this thing's nice. Like, I haven't put it on him, but it's just a nice piece. It's a nice special effects part. It just looks really cool. I mean, they just did this really well. And it just makes me really... I can put this on Tiga, you know, it's the same kind of color and stuff, but why couldn't they give this to Tiga in the first place? I really don't know. Like I said, it's probably because they made improvements in making these things, and maybe they sell bonus accessories, but still, I'm just kind of pissed that they didn't put this in Tiga. I mean, it's an awesome accessory, because he doesn't come with a shield at all. But I really wish they include this with Tiga, because this is just too cool of an accessory. Alright, now lastly, we're going to compare the two. Alright, overall compared, both figures fit nicely together, and if you can tell or not, you can definitely tell the contrast between, you know, when they were made, the quality that they were made at, and you can kind of see what I mean if you can't, you know, how he can stand up a little more straight than this one. You can kind of see a little arch in his front. There's a little tilted forward, but like overall, they're nicely sculpted figures, well made to fit each other, Both, you know, have comparing and contrasting good points and bad points. Overall, I would recommend getting this set. You know, together you'd probably, you know, if you found them at decent prices, you'd spend maybe less than $100 on both of them. I, you know, spent about maybe $40, $30 a piece on each of them. Good purchase. I'd say definitely get it. You know, for both of them, definitely maybe a 4 out of 5. Probably like, you know, because like I said, they're good points and bad points, kind of even each other out. Not giving it a perfect 5, but a 4 out of 5 is good enough. But like I said, definitely if you like Ultra Antigua, definitely get this set together. It's a great set, you know, great contrasting, you know, good and evil. And, you know, it's up to you if you want to get the other forms of Ultra Antigua, but definitely get multi-type. You know, I think it's a must-have if you want, you know, an axe figure. Definitely get multi-type. Definitely get Evil Tiga. Both well-made figures. And that's about it.